Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome back to this video in which we'll be talking about Rndr. The Rndr token, we'll talk about the technicals. I think we'll mostly talk about the technicals because there aren't any fundamentals I found at least that I could update you on. There's some fundamentals we need to talk about like regarding the market though. But for now we'll mainly cover the technicals. The technicals have been quite interesting and also important. Rndr yesterday got quite a lot of bullish momentum, but we have not really fully broken out yet. I mean, what you can see is that I drew this key level quite wrong because it needs to be something like this, I think more. Wait, let me actually do that real quick. We try to essentially break above this level. I think it's more like this. Together with also the 382, and you can see there's another 382 FIP there. So strong resistance level. So from there we actually drop down, but we're still trying to break that. And that's actually quite important because breaking that determines whether we will continue this bearish momentum, which Rndr is still very much bearish ever since this drop. Whether we will continue that or whether we can actually reverse and start thinking about maybe going up to 2.25, 2.3, 2.35 again. So that matters a lot, but we have seen in the last, I think the last 30 minutes or so that we had quite a lot of bearish momentum throughout the whole market. And the reason for that I am not too sure of. It's Monday morning, so sometimes you just have these moves and we just have to work with that, I think. However, all right, so Rndr right now, as I said, yesterday we were quite bullish, reached 1.65. Right now the main thing is that we have, with that level, broken above 1.5. It's quite a significant bullish breakout. So what I would actually expect, but it's a little bit more risky to say this because of this recent bearish momentum. But I actually think it's more likely that we will be able to break above 1.65, find some resistance at 1.75, but just the moment we break above 1.65, we'll also continue up to at least this level here around the 0.618 at 1.85. All right, this is the main thing we want to have, because if we're at 1.85, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going up to 2.25, but it does mean that there's a lot of bullish momentum still with Rndr. All right, so that's essentially what we want to do. One thing that I did want to show you, I think I remember correctly that I wanted to show you this, is that there is still quite some volume around or in Rndr token coming from exchanges which I would deem as not 100% reliable. So there's still increased risk in the price, and you should know that, but I think most of you already do. So that's the main thing we want to do. Now the main thing that we have tomorrow, fundamentally, is the inflation rate. This is going to make the market move, and fundamentals, I always say, are stronger and more important than technicals. So the main thing is that we actually, that's just going to determine what we do, right? So purely technically, I would say that this is the most likely scenario. But this, if this takes longer than until tomorrow, so this would really need to happen in the upcoming 12 hours. If we don't do that, we'll just stay consolidated between 1.45 and 1.6. Probably, I think. I mean, we could also break. I think we'll stay in this level. We'll stay consolidated, and then depending on the outcome of the inflation rate, whether it's higher or lower than expected, we'll either do something like this still and get up to 1.85, or we'll continue the bearish momentum and drop down to 1.2, which is the next support level after the support level we found a couple of days ago at 1.35. And now what you can expect from the inflation rate, I will tell you in a full dedicated video on the inflation rate and its effects on crypto. In general, a higher than expected inflation rate will cause this. Lower than expected will cause this. And so yeah, but I'll make a full video on that. And right now I do want to end with a quick caution, because even though I think 1.45 will hold, I could very well be wrong about that, because there has been some bearish news circling throughout the market with the SEC starting new lawsuits now also against Paxos, which is the issuer of BUSD, the Binance stablecoin. So it could very well be that this bearish momentum continues and that 1.45 breaks. And if that happens, then what would happen? And I'm sorry that this prediction is so unstable, but right now the markets are just quite unpredictable. But if that happens, if we'll drop down below 1.45, then we'll probably be dropping down towards 1.35 ahead of the inflation rate. And again, we will react to the outcome of the inflation rate. But that's my take on Rndr for today. If you do have any questions, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.